Hello everyone, and welcome back to Dark Souls. Last time we left off, it's been a pretty long time since I last, um, checked on this series. So, last I remember, I bitched about my art class, and I'm over that now. I talked to my sister about that like a while ago, so things are all good and such, but last I remember, the video ended with me back at the Undead Parish, I think, but I'm pretty sure I did a little grinding in this level, so that way I can not be so sucky, more or less. Because I was dying a lot in this area, and only way to not die a lot is to level up, so and so. But yeah. Sorry that I haven't been able to upload any Dark Souls videos for this past week. I've been kind of crunched up on time, not too badly, but I've just been a little exhausted from school. Had some, I've had like some days where I've had few hours of sleep. So whenever I go to school, I'm just tired as fuck, and I also haven't been able to write for a really long time. And just yesterday, I finally got to write because I finally had time to write, and my God. After writing for 4 weeks, it's like the best thing you can do for yourself. But I had a lot of fun writing last night, and oh, what was I gonna say? Uh, yeah, it was just a lot of fun. Best thing to say, honestly. But fuck, my mind's going blank at the moment. But I guess I might as well tell you about my day. My day's been pretty productive. I learned how to do an oil check, or not an oil check, an oil change in my car, and how to check for tire pressure. And that might be like a thing a guy should already know before even getting a car, but I'm not a mechanic. I'm not like a mechanical sort of person. I'm a computer person. I'm not much of a car person. Like, I didn't even know what brand of car I wanted until like I got one. I'm like, okay, Hondas seem good because Hondas last forever. But I learned how to do that, and it wasn't too bad. My only problem was getting my car on these little mini ramp things that you had to position. But the only thing that scared me was whenever you had to put your car on top of it, the last thing you want is for your car to fall over them. Because if your car falls over them, well, your car is fucked. It's like just straight up fucked. And for some reason, there's wood sticking out of me. But earlier, as my dad was helping me change the oil, something got in my eye, and for the life of me, I cannot get it out. I don't know what the hell it is, but like every time I blink, it feels like there's just a piece of metal scraping against my eyelids. Like I tried like rubbing it off and everything, and nothing seems to be happening. So I'm only hoping that like my eyes will just eventually start tearing up on their own and eject the thing out, if that makes any sense. Because whenever your body starts to, let's say you vomit because you're sick, that's your body expelling like bad fluids that are making you sick, because your body's in a way getting rid of toxins. And the same can be said for your eye. If something gets in your eye will water up because it's trying to push whatever is bothering it out. But so far my eyes have been kind of dry, so kind of fucked. But yeah, I learned how to do that, and wasn't too bad. I fuck, I'm still going blank here. Oh, in Dark Souls 3, I've been able to. Well, I don't think I should say it yet, because I don't think this would be the right game to say it in, but yeah, I'll save it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going blank right now. It's been a little too long since I did a narration, so just drawing a lot of blanks right now. I can tell you how school's going. School's been pretty great so far. Still nearing the last week since so, and just doing my best to get my work done and such. And at that part, I was wondering what the fuck happened because I thought I glitched the game out. Because you don't normally land in that area. You're just supposed to slide through it. But if you're all wondering just why I'm human right now, like I'm unhollowed, it's because in certain areas in the game, if you're in human form, you'll be invaded by an NPC in the game, and there's not much benefit on defeating them. You'll just get a weapon and maybe some armor at most. I'm not sure. Most of the time, I usually just get weapons and armor. But yeah, like as you see, I'm being invaded by Knight Kirk. And that's because I'm human. If I was hollow and I walked through this area, I would have not gotten invaded, because you can only get invaded while human, because that's like an online thing. But these people invade you because I don't really remember the lore too much. But some people just invade you because I think they're desperate for souls at most, and they're trying to get your souls in for sake of getting humanity. Because everyone in this area is going hollow, so the only thing that keeps them sane is the souls they acquire. And as your journey continues, like the need for souls grows bigger and bigger and bigger. And so like you just can't satisfy yourself for souls, so you just go insane. And I normally bow whenever I defeat anything, just because that's how I am for some reason. But once you kill the dark spirits, you'll gain something from them, like humanity and a weapon. I got a barbed straight sword, which is a thrusting weapon, I think. Should be a thrusting weapon. Yeah, type thrust. Yeah, okay. So, it causes bleeding, and what bleeding does in the game is, whenever you like start bleeding, you lose a ton of your health. Like you'll lose probably half your health, including half your what's it called? The green bar, I guess. I know, I'm going off what I remember in Dark Souls 2. Because whenever your blood gauge goes all the way up, you lose like half your health for a bit, including half of your green bar. I'm guessing that's endurance? No, it's not endurance. Fuck, what is it? Stamina. Yeah. I hate those slug things, I swear. In the beginning, they take a long time to kill, but whenever you get stronger, they become pretty easy. Just heard a fart. What the hell? I'm just rushing back to Bonfire, because whenever you get enough souls to level up a few times, the last thing you want is to die. And I start crushing the souls I have, because it's just more money in the bank, really. Plus, you want to level up as much as possible, because Dark Souls is a game where, like, if you die, you lose all the experience you had to level up. And, what was it called? I want to say Titanfall, but that's not it. Lords of the Fallen. Titanfall is a different game, completely. Lords of the Fallen, it's that same kind of concept, but the enemy system is a little different, because you'll face enemies that are completely overpowered. Like, I stopped playing that game because I got to a point where, like, I needed to get past these three giant Great Shield and Great Sword people, but it was just impossible, because, like, every time, like, I'd had my shield up, and my shield can block like 100% of physical damage, so like I wouldn't take any damage. But each of their attacks like take out like half my stamina, and whenever they do hit me, my whole health goes down. Like one hit is just enough to kill me. And I'm trying to like you'll fight one at first, and then like there's two together who they'll both notice you at the same time, and you have to like fight them both on your like just by yourself, and there's no way you can fucking beat them at your current level. Like you're super underpowered. And even with the little dummy thing, even if you land a hit on them, it's not much. They might as well be as strong as this boss I'm about to fight. And I'm pretty sure I fight a boss in this video. Because there is a boss in this area, in the sewer area. There's like a boss in every area at most. But I'm about to fight the Gaping Dragon, and you'll see what the Gaping Dragon looks like in a bit. But I'm looking for the Sunbro's calling symbol, and it was right here, because I'm like, where the fuck is it? Yeah, Knight Solaire. So yeah, summoning my knight. The strange thing is, if you summon him, you have to make sure he at least survives in the boss fight, because if he doesn't, then if if he dies in a boss fight, but if you kill the boss fight after he dies, then at the end of the game, you'll have to kill him because he just eventually loses his shit, which is pretty sad. But yeah. So yeah, let the cutscene play out. Not bad. At first I thought this thing was a crocodile, because it looks like a crocodile's head, at most. But nope, it's a severely mutated serpentine-like dragon. Which makes me wonder, just what the fuck happened to this thing? Like, that is just fucking... That is just horrible nature-wise. Well, not nature-wise, mutation-wise, I guess, because this is a mutated form of a dragon. It's a mutated relative from the internal dragon. And he is one hell of a boss. But, if you guys don't know, if you ever face a dragon in a game, like a really big one, not like the small ones at Drake Valley, you have to cut off their tails, because if you cut off their tails, you'll get a, whatchamacallit, you'll get a dragon weapon out of them. That's like the only way to get dragon weapons. You can't just kill them and, you know, have the weapon just fall off randomly. It's got to be cut off. Like, the tail's got to be cut off. But what makes this boss pretty hard is that, like, it has a pretty good radius on its attacks. And whenever you have a knight with you, like you see, I just cut off its tail and I got a Dragon King axe. And I can't use it at the moment because I need like 50 strength to wield it. But all dragon weapons are pretty cool. And I honestly thought I was going to die because I'm being eaten alive by a chest. But surprisingly, he only does one hit on you, which is weird. You would think like those 3 crunches he did would fucking end you. But no. The Knight Solaire is taking a pretty heavy beating here. And we're not even down to halfway and he's already close there. I managed to dodge that just in time. If I had my other weapons, I'd be able to take this guy out pretty quickly. But to get the weapon I'm talking about, I need to first acquire an eyeball. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. But Knight Solaire's gonna die because look at his health. That's not good there. And I think that just killed him. Yep. Like his jumps do like 400 damage and I don't even know how much that would do on me. Well, at the moment. So yeah, the dragon weapons, I'm currently using the dragon sword right now, which is the sword I got off that dragon that was guarding the bridge at the Undead Parish. If you guys remember, I shot off the tail. I shot it off on camera, but like whenever I started the next video, I showed you that I got it, but I couldn't use it at the moment because I needed a little more strength or dexterity to use it. And there are currently 4 dragon weapons in the game, if I remember correctly. There's the sword, the great axe that I just got, and there's the great sword, and there's another great sword. So there's 2 great swords, but you get the other great sword is in the DLC. And there's DLC in this game that I already got. So once I get good enough in this game, I'm gonna head to the DLC area because it's a pretty interesting place. But if I had the other weapon that I need, I think Solaire would have survived. Because the weapon I'm using now, like it does deal decent damage, but the other weapon I'll get later on. Oh wow, that's how much damage the jump does. But the other weapon that I'll get later on does a ton. Like my weapon does 200 and something. That weapon, when fully leveled up, does like close to 400 at most. And it also has a poison effect that if you strike your enemy enough, if they're living, like a living being, not like an undead person, they'll become poisoned. if I'm saying that right. You guys probably know what I'm talking about, but for those who don't, I'll just I'll leave that to be. I'll leave that be for now, and I got picked up again. That's gotta be horrible. Just having a bunch of teeth pierce you in every direction. Eh. At least he doesn't. How does he swallow, actually? But I kind of get trapped there for some reason. I don't know how, but his radius for stomping is pretty ridiculous. And so I die. But we look like we're near the end of the video. And here's the great axe. I already got that. But anyway, leave a like and comment if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to help my channel grow. And in the next video, we're going to take on the Gaping Dragon once more. And hopefully we'll win. So until then, see you all later.